I am Sylvia Gordon.
And I'm Rebecca Gordon.
We're going to take a little time and walk you through an actual scenario of a problem that an experienced agent had that I think many people have. So I need you guys to grab some of the new agents, even if you're a seasoned agent, stick with us and let's walk you through this common problem.
Stay tuned. Okay, so one of our very seasoned agents got into a serious jam with his client moving from Pennsylvania to Florida, right? Which isn't uncommon. Clients are going to move. And the goal was the agent wanted this client to go into a guaranteed issue med sub, right?
From a Med Advantage.
From a Med Advantage. Where did things go wrong?
So he was in a hurry and he thought, okay, we'll speed this up. I'll just write the Part D and that will disenroll her from the Med Advantage, which is true. Okay. That's kind of AEP behavior. That's not SEP behavior.
Okay.
So since it was an SEP, what he should have done is had the client call the Med Advantage company and tell them that she's moving out of the service area. They would generate a letter saying you have an SEP, a guaranteed issue, to move into Medicare Supplement. Okay?
Perfect. That's what he wanted.
He didn't do that.
He did not do that.
He just wrote the Part D, and that canceled the Med Advantage, but that did not allow the Medicare Supplement company to issue a guaranteed issue med sup.
Right.
They're like, no, we need a letter stating that she moved out of the service area and that she has this guaranteed issue right. Well, the insurance company said, you never notified us she moved out of the service area. We're not going to give you a letter.
You just changed your Part D and canceled
You
this.
wrote her Part D.
Yeah.
You did that. We're done. Like, we're done. We did
Right.
our part. So he was stuck trying to get her issued because he didn't do it right. And, you know, this stuff is tough. So I applaud you guys that are watching for sticking with us every week and learning the intricacies of our business, because we got this fixed for him.
That's awesome.
Even though the carrier that was giving him problems that wouldn't issue it, he does not have the contract with us. So we busted our butt to work for free, which normally I wouldn't have had a problem with, but he was being very aggressive about making us help him when it wasn't our fault. Okay, but we helped the guy. So if you have a client on Med Advantage and they are moving out of their service area, just call
the carrier. I'm moving. They're going to issue you a letter. Now you've got your free golden pass to go into a guaranteed issue med sub.
Right. So I talked to the insurance company. They said we see this all the time.
That's
agents
shocking.
Do this wrong. I'm not at all shocked that agents do it wrong.
You know, you wonder how could they build in some type of a safety net so that this doesn't happen.
I mean, that's what you guys are building right now. Man. Just building your knowledge.
Yeah.
You know, just studying this business. It is tough. So, one, kudos to our team, to Aaron and the marketers that got it fixed. Again, the guy wasn't under us for that. He called us because he knew we could.
Right. We do it. We
work the miracle,
hard.
And we did work it. But it did create a month with no coverage for the client, a lot of stress, undue stress on the client and the agent. And, you know, it can be avoided.
Right. Take notes. You know, I always say that on our webinars when we say like really important bullet points. This would be a great thing to write down. This is one of those things that you might not have it for several months, and then you're moving fast and your client says, hey, I'm moving to Arizona to finally live the good life.
And people always go, well, if you move out of the service area, you can stay in your Med Advantage for 6 months. I know that because I take a HIP, and that's one of the easy Benny questions they have on there. Correct. If you move out of your service area, you do not have to change your plan for 6 months. But if she was on an HMO in Pennsylvania, she's only covered for emergency care outside. Right. So she did have a problem. The emergency was covered, but then she was admitted, and none of that was covered. None of that was covered. That was all out of network on her HMO, which was 100% out of pocket. So if you have somebody moving out of the service area, typically you want to call immediately. Let them know. I had people, they were driving from Florida to Arizona. They called me in their car. They were in Texas. And they're like, well, we're moving to Texas. They were Russian. It was so hard to understand them. Like, we're moving to Texas. We're moving to Arizona. We're already in Texas. And I was like, well, I got to fax you stuff you got to sign before you get there. And I have no place to fax them. They're in a car. But this is like I say, when you're in front of all these clients during AEP, take advantage of, don't just be in and out as fast as you can. Educate them as much as you can on as many things as you can, because this is your one chance typically of the year that you do have some one-on-one time with them to educate them on moving, on traveling.
And I would have to think moving, I don't know the statistics,
is a big
probably
deal.
pretty high.
Is a big deal.
Right? That's probably going to happen. Whew! Okay.
Social Security.
Social Security.
Offices are still closed after 18 months.
My God. The problem with this is, and we've seen it firsthand, is if people have just become naturalized into the United States, or they're changing their name, the Social Security office, because you can't make an appointment and bring your documents in, they want you to mail them. You have no idea when you're going to get them back. And nobody wants to mail the Social Security office their passport or their birth certificate or Social Security card.
Or their driver's license or whatever.
I
They don't
mean,
want to
it's
send
like
it to them.
they're only seeing people if you're turning 65.
So right now, they're not officially open, but we have heard word that many offices are taking a limited number of appointments only to help people that are turning 65 and signing up for Medicare. So they're not taking appointments like for the naturalized citizens and for all those other things.
That's
the offices
crazy.
are still closed. They're all 1,200 employees. They're still working remotely, and it's still kind of a mess.
Yeah, I would not want to give somebody my passport.
Now, Social Security did come out with an updated website this week, and it was 10 years in the making, and it's pretty amazing.
Is that the one on the phone?
Yes, it's what you expect.
I saw it yesterday on my TikTok.
You can estimate your benefits.
Medicare Mama.
You can do a calculator to see your break even if you take it early or take it
awesome.
late. If you have not asked your clients to set up a free account at socialsecurity.gov, SSA.gov, that'd be something definitely to talk to them about at AEP so they can see their benefits. A lot of people, you guys, all you agents need to go in and look at your own stuff because they're going to pull up all your earnings history. And I had a lady this week and she goes, they showed 2 years of zero. She goes, I worked my whole life. What do you mean zero? So she's going to have to fax Social Security, her tax records to prove that they'll fix it. They get it fixed, but it takes some time.
Golly.
And you want to get that done before you start filing. So everybody needs to go in there, claim your info, look at it, and have some idea what your retirement benefit will look like.
Or keep working.
We
can use the money. That's all I got, folks. Please subscribe. Jasmine.
And if you have any questions, hit us in the comments below. If you like this video, if this was valuable, if this was a useless waste of your time, please tell us in the comments below.